Today I'm going to show you how to edit like a photographer without buying a camera. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about how to edit like a photographer without buying a camera. And you may be thinking, wait, don't I need some $3,000 or $4,000 camera to be able to take raw photos and then something like Lightroom or Photoshop to be able to edit these photos? And so we use this as an excuse like, oh, I don't have a camera or I don't have software, so I can't learn because I need these items to be able to edit and take photos like a professional photographer. When if you think about it, you don't actually need any of these items. There's a lot of free resources online that you can use to get started in learning how to take photos and how to edit photos, so that when you do get a camera and when you do get software, you already know how to edit and you already know how to use these things, so you're that much ahead in your photography and editing. And so before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Lightroom and photography tutorials, and let me know down in the comments below what other videos you would like to see. The first thing we're going to talk about is editing software. So right now in all of my editing tutorials, I use Lightroom and Photoshop from the Adobe Creative Cloud suite. And so with these, I'm able to edit raw photos and process through all my images that I take, and that is my main editing software. But that does require a subscription, and that is certainly not free. But there is one Lightroom app that is free, and that's on our smartphone. And so all of us have an iPhone or some kind of Android phone, and so in there's a Lightroom app that allows you to take raw photos and also edit raw photos. And so that is a free app that you're able to use. It does have some limitations without a subscription, but it's certainly usable in learning how to edit and take raw photos. So I'm going to open up the Lightroom mobile app, and you can see a couple of images I've taken load up. And what's really cool about Lightroom is that you're able to take photos within Lightroom and you're also able to edit. So with this button right here, I'm able to shoot in raw images just like I would on a DSLR camera. The DNG icon on top means that I've taken these photos in raw image format. So I'm able to have a lot more flexibility in editing and change a lot more of the details. And if you haven't taken it raw and just taken it with your normal camera app, you're also able to just click this and then you can import any of the previous images or any images you might have taken. So once you've taken those images, you can import them in, and what's really cool is that you can edit all those images right within Lightroom Mobile. And so if I go into like the light panel, I'm able to change like the exposure, or I can like adjust some of the highlights and shadows. I can also mess with the tone curve a little bit. Then I can also go to like the color panel, change some of the white balance, change like the color mix. And so within my phone, I'm able to do a lot of the basic photo editing. And so with this, I'm able to bring in any image. I can go online, find raw images or find JPEG images, and I'm able to edit them right within my phone. And so this allows you to practice taking and editing photos without having to get any new gear. But let's say you already have a camera and you don't want to have to import your photos into your phone each time just so you can edit them. Darktable is a really nice application that you can download. That's very similar to how Lightroom Classic and Lightroom CC work, and you'll be able to edit all your images, you can catalog images. And so this is a really good alternative program that you can use to edit and catalog all your images. And it does a lot of the same things that Lightroom does. So you're able to catalog your images, you can edit the basics and change all the colors up, you can get like tone curve. And so this is a really great way to learn and practice editing, so that when you do get Lightroom, when you do get the other programs, you'll already have the basics down and you'll be able to use the other features of Lightroom and Photoshop and make your images that much better. And so just by using Lightroom Mobile and Darktable, you're able to get started in taking photos and also editing photos, and you're able to use them as practice to try different styles and learn what each of the settings do so that you're able to improve in your photo editing. So now that we have software, we need images to be able to edit, and specifically we need raw images. And so with raw images, your camera captures all the information and saves it to the file so that when you bring it into post-processing, you can see all the information that your camera has and you're able to make the edits a lot better. And so it has more flexibility in your edits, so you don't see like distortion and artifacts and different things like that. And so raw images are the best format to shoot in, so you have the most flexibility in post-processing. The best way to get raw images is to shoot with the DSLR camera that shoots in RAW, and so you can edit those photos. But when we're first getting started, we may not have a camera, and so we're not able to get those professional quality raw images. You could take raw photos on your phone through something like Lightroom Mobile or another camera app, but you're not able to get that full range of a DSLR camera. So for that, there are a couple of websites that you can use to find raw images. And so the first one is signatureedits.com, and that allows users to upload their raw photos that they've taken with different types of camera, and other people are able to download them and use them for practice. And so these are just for practicing, but I would still read the image license so you know what you can and can't do with these photos. And so if we look through it, you can see there's a lot of different styles of photos. You can see they're like portraits, landscapes, night shots. And so these are images that are taken from like various cameras like Sony's, Nikon's, Canon's. And so with these, you're able to practice editing with a professional quality camera. And you can find your own editing style, see what different buttons do within your photo editing software. And you can get a faster grip on photo editing and how to edit like a professional photographer. The other website is Spectacle Photography, and so this also has a similar idea where you can download raw photos and use those to practice your editing. Unsplash is also another website that a lot of people use to get stock photography, and so it has a wide variety of photos, and these images are all free to use, so you can download them and do whatever you want with them. It doesn't have any raw images though, but the JPEGs that you do download are really good quality, and you're able to find a lot of images. So if you just scroll through, you can see that there's a lot of different types of images in the front page. And then you can also have categories. So if you want to do portraits, you can find different portraits. If you want to find like nature, you can find a lot of the nature ones. And so with this website, you're able to find a wide variety of images and practice editing with those. Even though they're not in RAW, it still helps practicing with these images. So after you go through and find the image that you want to download, you're going to go ahead and bring it into your editing software. So I'm going to go through and find an image to download. And so I want to edit some portraits. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Okay, so this is a nice portrait. I'm going to download this and then bring it into Lightroom so I can go ahead and edit the photo. So once you've brought it into your editing software, you can go ahead and start editing the photo. And so you can mess around with the exposure, see what the basics panel does, and then mess with the tone curve, use the HSL to change a lot of the colors, do some color grading, sharpen the photo. And so there's a lot of different things you can do. And so as you practice with all these settings, over time you'll learn how a photographer edits and how you can achieve a certain style, so that when you're taking photos, you know what to look out for since you've been practicing editing with the photos taken by photographers. A lot of people also tend to throw a preset on there. While you're learning, I wouldn't recommend using a preset since you can go through all the settings and see what each thing does. But just for this one, I'm going to throw on the natural preset. I have a tutorial on how I edited this natural look, so be sure to go check that out. And I also have tutorials on all these other presets, so you can learn different editing styles and edit like other photographers. So make sure to go check those out so you can get practice with some editing. After applying the preset, I'm going to change some settings. I'll bring up the exposure, saturate a little bit, bring up the shadows. And so you can see I was able to find a raw photo on Signature Edits and edit that photo to go from that to that. So with this, you don't have to buy a $2,000 camera or pay a monthly subscription for editing software just to learn how to edit and take photos. There's a lot of free resources you can use. There's free editing apps, there's free websites you can find photos. And so with these, you're able to practice editing photos so that when you do get a camera, when you do get editing software, you'll be way ahead and you already know how to take photos, you already know how to edit photos, so that your photo edits will match the quality of an experienced professional photographer. And so that's how you edit like a professional photographer without buying a camera. I'll have everything I talked about today linked in the description down below, so definitely go check those out so you can practice with your editing. If you liked today's tutorial, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe for more Lightroom editing tutorials and other photography tutorials. And let me know down in the comments below what other photography and Lightroom editing tutorials you would like to see. Thanks for watching.